Hello viewers, welcome back to Digital Wave Academy tutorial. In this tutorial, I shall be showing you how to perform prime factorization on a given number. In our last tutorial on prime factors, I showed you how you could generate distinct prime factors for any given number. For instance, given the number 12, the distinct prime factors are 2 and 3. But again, how do we get 12 if we can use the prime factors? This solution addresses that particular problem. And I am going to be using a flowchart to show you how this works. I have started off with 3 variables. And the first variable is an empty array. The second variable is the divisor, which in the case the smallest prime factor that you can get for any given number, and that is of course is 2. And the last variable is the index, which is going to allow us to track the indices of the array factors. Next, we get the number and assign it to the variable n. And we have a decision to make. If n is greater than or equal to 2, then we are going to take the yes route. But if n is not greater than or equal to 2, we are going to take the no route. And the no route is to simply output whatever factors that we have evaluated and stop the program. But if n is truly greater than or equal to 2, we check whether n is divisible by the divisor, and the initial divisor is 2. If it is divisible by the initial divisor, then the factors, we get the divisor as its first factor, and the n is updated with n divided by the divisor, and lastly the index is incremented by 1. But if n is not divisible by the divisor, then we increment the divisor by 1 and start with a loop again by checking whether n is greater than or equal to 2, and we continue until we get a 1 as a value of n, whereby n is no longer greater than or equal to 2. In that case, the program will have to stop. I have a solution, I have an example to explain this solution further. And this example is that my value for n will be 9. I have used a table, a trace table, to illustrate this solution. And this trace table is on the left hand side of this slide. The value of n is 9, and of course the factors is initialized to an empty array. Divisor has the value of 2 and the index has the value of 0. Now let's go through the program. Is n greater than or equal to 2? Remember that our n is 9. Is n greater than or equal to 2? Yes, it is. Then we check whether 9 is divisible by 2, which is our current divisor. Since it is not divisible by 2, then our divisor is incremented by 1, making it to be 3. And we go back to check again whether n is greater than or equal to 2. Yes, 3 is greater than or equal to 2. And is 9 divisible by 3? Yes, Since 9 is divisible by 3, we add 3 as a factor, and we divide our n, which is 9, by 3 to give us 3. Then finally we increment our index by 1. And we move again to check. Our current n is 3. Is it greater than or equal to 2? Yes. Is 3 divisible by 3? Yes. Then we add 3 again as a factor. We now have 2 3's. And we divide the 3 by 3 to give us 1. And we increment our index by 1. Then we move further to check whether n, which is now 1, is greater than or equal to 2. No, it is not. Since it is not, we output the factors. So our factors here are 3 and 3. In that case, when we multiply 3 by 3, we get 9. Thank you for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please kindly do so. This will help us to reach out to so many other learners who are eager to learn, and I hope to meet you in our next lesson. Thank you for watching.